Dear students, today our topic of discussion is wastes and their sources for class 9 environmental education. What are wastes? The materials which are useless and discarded are called wastes. By wastes, we imply the material which is no longer required or which has become useless. Waste materials. The materials which fall under the category of waste are useless broken materials, dead plants and animals, human and animal excreta, useless industrial byproducts, leftover food items of eateries, dhabas and restaurants, pesticides and herbicides used in agriculture, old and unserviceable articles of homes, office, etc. Sources of waste. Different sources of waste are domestic waste, industrial waste, agricultural waste, and commercial wastes. Now let us discuss here in today's class two of these sources, domestic and industrial. So let us see domestic waste. Domestic waste can be divided into four categories. Kitchen waste, the waste of vegetables, fruits, leftover food, ash of wood or coal if used in kitchen, etc. are falling under the category of kitchen waste. Human excreta, products released by bladder and bowel of humans by metabolic processes come under this category. Rubbish, broken and damaged articles like broken glass, utensils, newspapers, magazines, empty cartons, boxes, broken wooded and plastic furnitures, etc. are termed as rubbish. Plastic bags used extensively in shops and malls to pack items like milk, bread, card, cakes, candles, pulses, etc. become a nuisance in the ecosystem. Each family uses and throws tons of plastic bags in its lifetime. Plastics are the biggest waste material. How to manage such waste? Domestic waste are simply dumped on the road, and sometimes municipal authorities fix some areas for the same. Earlier these refuges which were left uncovered, bred on by flies and mosquitoes and other insects, creating an unhealthy atmosphere. But today in many cities and towns across India there has been awakening in the people towards cleanliness. The residents of every colony are nowadays managing the waste themselves and hand over the same to the waste collectors in the morning. The waste collectors dump the waste at the designated place. Now let us see what is industrial waste. Waste released by industries is called industrial waste. So there are 7 different types of industrial waste, and they are waste from metallurgical industries, waste from paper and pulp industries, waste from textile industries, waste from chemical industries, waste from food processing industries, waste from petroleum industries, and waste from nuclear reactors. Here In the textbook, you can go through this content and find more detail about these different waste products from these different industrial units. Even then, I'd like to briefly explain about the nature of the waste of these plants. Metallurgical industry, mostly they deal with metals. The metals are extracted from ores and are cleaned, and in this process of cleaning, that process of cleaning is called flux. In that case, some impurities are extracted. These are calcium and silicate and dust and carbon waste. These wastes are abundant. Secondly, in paper and pulp industries, 50% of the total wood or bamboos used in paper industries are left as waste. Apart from that, wood chips, barks, cellulose fibers, etc. are also waste materials. In textile industries, different colors used in yarn, and also a lot of yarn particles are formed during spinning which float in the atmosphere. These are waste. Then in chemical industries also, the starting materials are contaminated with dust and other impurities which have to be removed. These impurities constitute the waste. Also, the byproducts of chemical industries are also waste. For example, in the preparation of coal gas, ammonia, coal tar and coke are the byproducts. And food processing industries like jams, pickle, biscuits, etc. A lot of waste in the form of peels, cores, etc. are becoming waste, and the vegetables are also washed to free from dust and mud. So all these are accumulated as waste. In petroleum industries, when petroleum is processed under fractionation to procure different items at different temperature, some organic acids and sulfur compounds are removed as waste. In nuclear reactors, generally heavy radioactive isotopes are bombarded with fast moving neutrons, and electricity is generated in nuclear reactors. Heavy water is used in this case to control the speed of neutrons. So these used heavy water and the products for fission, original radioactive isotopes, all these are waste materials. So these waste materials may contain radioactive qualities also. Therefore, special care has to be taken to dump such kind of waste, and it has to be dumped a few meters underground to stop the radioactive rays emanating from the nuclear waste. So it means precaution has to be taken to a great extent. So this is for today, this much, and I hope that you have understood and happy to listen to the contents. Thank you for listening.